Hello and welcome to today's video. So this is quite an exciting one, quite a fun one. I haven't done this in a very long time. I don't think I've done this yet this year, but today I'm yet again going to be doing a 24-hour reading vlog, which essentially the next 24 hours my main goal is to read what I can. And a big thing that I'm like concentrating on for this time is how many books can I read. I have a lot of small books. I'll go through quickly in a minute, but yeah, it is currently 11:15 p.m. I am going to be sleeping, but like I'll probably get a couple of hours of reading in tonight before going to bed. And yeah, I'll probably start dead on 11, which gives me a few minutes to like go downstairs and set myself up all cozy on the settee. But yeah, for the next 24 hours I'm going to read, and that is the plan. So as I said, my goal is to see how many books I can read. So I've already gone through my like unread bookshelves and picked out a lot of like smaller books. So these are all like super short little books that I thought can probably pretty easily read. I have split them up slightly. I'm not going to go through them now because obviously there's a lot here. Like I don't actually know how many are here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's 17 books here. I'm obviously not going to read all 17. But I reckon I can probably read 4, maybe 5 if I have really good reading time. So there is a slight distinction between some of them. These three, which are these, through using Scribd, which I will link down below if you want to get like free sign up, I have audiobooks available for. So if there's things that I need to do that require me to like physically do things, I'm mainly thinking tomorrow I need to get some cleaning done, then I can read these still. And then the rest of them, all of these are just physical reads. These are all just like a random assortment of books, most of which are like non-fiction and just like books that I've been interested in for a while. And then these 6 are like children's books. In fact, these is one series and then this is just a standalone. And I'm probably going to start with one of these tonight. But yeah, that is the basic overview of the books, what I'm thinking. And obviously I've got shelves of books here. If I do change my mind, if I can't get into any of those for some reason, I can have a look through the shelves and figure out what it is I want to read. But yeah, that's the basic plan, and I'm just going to be doing this for 24 hours. I will be like talking through the books, what they're about. I'll probably do a synopsis, a check-in or 2 or 3 depending on how the book goes and how much I have to say about it. And I'll of course, for all the books that I do manage to finish, give like a proper full rating and what I thought of it. So yeah, that is the basic plan. I think, what do I want to start off with? I think I'm going to start off with The Little Prince. I've never read this before, but I very recently got it, like literally like last week. It's like a children's classic that I've never read, so I thought might as well give it a read. It's very short. This is the complete and unabridged version, but it is still only 109 pages, and a lot of the pages, as you can see as I'm flicking through, have like images with them. So yeah, it should be super short and a super nice one to start off with. So that's what I think I'm going to do. So let's go through the description and what it's about. So this is The Little Prince by Anton de Saint-Exupéry. I think that's how you say it. And this version that I have has been translated by Irene Testot Ferry. The Little Prince is a classic tale of equal appeal to children and adults. On one level, it is the story of an airman's discovery in the desert of a small boy from another planet. The Little Prince of the title and his stories of intergalactic travel. While on the other hand, it is a thought-provoking allegory of the human condition. First published in 1943, the year before the author's death in Action, This new translation contains Saint Exupery's delightful illustrations. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm planning on reading it. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so right now I'm on chapter 11, and so far my only thoughts are like, yeah, this is nice, this is cute, and I could really see why it's like a really good children's book. It's very interesting and very like gripping in like a very simple sense. But where I'm at right now, which like obviously I'm not that far in, I think I'm not even halfway yet. I'm not really vibing as much as I thought it would. I thought it would still be really like super cool and like captivating as an adult as well, and honestly so far it's just not. Chapter 1, was it chapter 1? I'm pretty sure it's chapter 1. Yeah, so chapter 1 I really enjoyed. I was like, oh my god, like it's gonna be a 5-star. Like chapter 1 was great, and then it's kind of just kept going down since then. We seem to have got like a basic grasp of most of what's going on now, like the basic main characters, I guess you'd call them. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, but so far I'm a bit meh. Okay, so I finished it. It was pretty good. I enjoyed the concept more than I enjoyed the delivery. It was fine. I think if you're a child and you're reading this, you'd really enjoy it. I enjoyed it, but I don't think it was anything special, and like there might be one or two things that like stick with me and I think about, but overall it didn't really have the impact I feel like it was intending to, and the story itself without that impact was just okay. So yeah, I think I'm gonna give it 3 stars. It was good, it was fine, it wasn't amazing, it wasn't terrible. Yeah, I think just 3 stars. It was enjoyable to read, it was a quick read, it was nice, and yeah, I really can't complain. I don't have any like problems with it. It was okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to bed now. It is, oh, it's 1:25. That is later than I expected. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go to bed and I'll pick you back up in the morning when I've decided what to read. Okay, so it's the next day now, obviously. I will say I haven't yet marked The Little Prince on Goodreads because I am considering a higher star rating than 3 stars, which is what I decided last night. I definitely think there is more to think about after it in terms of perspective, and honestly I can't say any more without spoilers, but I think due to the ending of it and how that can be perceived by different people and different things, there is something to consider there and think about, and like, is the perspective you see the ending in dependent on how childlike or adult-like you are and stuff like that? I don't know, but it definitely made me think before bed last night, so I am considering giving it a higher rating than 3, but I haven't decided yet, so I'm just going to sit on it for a little bit. And whilst I'm getting stuff ready this morning and just like getting myself dressed and stuff because I am still in my pyjamas, I'm going to listen to the audiobook for The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, which was turned into a film, and I definitely watched the film when it came out. No idea when that was, but like I definitely did watch it, so I know the basic premise of the story. But let's read the back. Born an old man, Benjamin Button lived a very curious life. Backwards. When Benjamin Button's father arrives at hospital, he is surprised and ashamed to find his new baby boy is a weathered, aged man. To all appearances, no younger than 70 years old. As time goes by, Benjamin becomes to no longer require a cane. His hair ceases to be grey, his limbs become less frail, his wrinkles less deep. But still, the world around him fails to come to terms with his oddness as he ages towards infancy and beyond. Let's just give it a read, let's give it a go. I've got a feeling it's going to be really good, based on how good the film was, but it was child brain Heather that watched the film, and this is adult brain Heather that's reading the book. and there is a chance that the film isn't as good now I've got adult brain Heather, and there's also a chance that the film was like amazingly adapted and the book's not as good, but I don't know. I just have good feelings and good vibes that I'm going to really enjoy this, so let's get reading. Okay then, I finished all of this. So in here was Benjamin Button, like was said, and there was also, can I put that there? Bernice Bobs Her Hair and The Diamond As Big As the Ritz. So on Goodreads I've given this 3 stars. However, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, 4 stars. Enjoyed it, it was good. It was a lot shorter than I expected it to be, but it was really good, and like I'm probably going to rewatch the movie at some point because I feel like the movie was better because they expanded on so much of it. Like this was a very short book. So yeah, but it was really good and I really enjoyed it, and it was definitely interesting, so I gave it 4 stars. Bernice Bobs Her Hair, I've given 2 stars. It wasn't good. It really wasn't good at all. It got 2 stars rather than 1 star just because it at least kept me interested. And I can see that some people might enjoy it, so I gave it 2 stars. It was alright. Again, a very short one. I think it was only a half an hour audiobook, that one. Yeah, it's 2 stars. It just wasn't a cup of tea, honestly. And then The Diamond As Big As the Ritz I gave 1 star because I thought it was absolutely dreadful, to be quite honest. I don't even know how to talk about it. How the hell do I talk about it? So we have basically a boy goes with another boy on holiday in the summer to like his house, and it's very weird and odd, and yeah, it was just, honestly, it was even problematic. Like it was bad. So I gave it 1 star. I'm not going to go more into it. Yeah, I gave it 1 star. If you want to learn more about it, like honestly, it's like a half an hour book. So let's leave that one alone. What am I going to read next? I think I'm stuck between 2 basically. I really want to read 1000 Paper Cranes, and it's a book that I've been interested in reading for a long time, and I really want to like do that. But then I'm also really wanting to read the Field Guide, which is the first book in the Spiderwick Chronicles. And I got these recently. I picked up all 5 of them for £1 each. So £5 for 5. They're in really good condition. Like they are like second hand and whatever, but like they're in really amazing condition. And I don't think this will take me too long to read because like it is like over 100 pages, I think. Yeah, it's like just over 100 pages, but it's like a kid's book, so like inside, let me figure out how to show. I've just flicked to a random page, so hopefully there's no spoilers, but like you can see like the writing's very small and there's images, so I think I'll pick up this one. Shall I? Should I commit to that? Yeah, let's commit to that. So what is this about? After finding a mysterious handmade field guide in the attic of the ramshackle old mansion they've just moved into, Jared, his twin brother Simon and their older sister Mallory discover they are not alone in the new home. A magical world of fairy exists parallel to their own, but the children are not welcome there, and the fairies will do anything they can to stop them revealing the truth. I think it's interesting. I'm going to give it a go. It's by Holly Black and Tony Ditalizzi, I think that's how you say it. And I've read Holly Black's other series, The Cruel Prince, and enjoyed that enough to make me think I might enjoy this. So yeah, let's pick up book 1 and get reading. Okay, so I've got to chapter 5, which is about halfway, and I'm really enjoying it. It's actually really good. So far it's just like a lot of investigating and a lot of figuring out that they're moved into this new house, and they're just investigating things and figuring things out and exploring a big old house, and it's a lot of fun so far. It's going very quick. I don't think there's going to be much story in here as I am now halfway, and so far it has just been like exploring, but it has been really lovely and really cute to read, and I also really like the illustrations that we're getting throughout as well. So yeah, overall going good so far. However, it is now 20 to 5, which means I'm like 3/4 of the way through the 24 hours that I'm hoping to read loads in, and this is the 3rd book. I was hoping I'd be able to read 4, but the fact that I'm only halfway through this one, I'm thinking maybe not. But oh well, like, I'm really enjoying it and I don't want to rush it. I'm taking my time. But yeah, I think I'm going to take a break from reading, get me some food, and then I'll pick it back up again. But yeah, I'm really liking it and I'm really liking all of our characters. I don't know if it's the same throughout all the books, but in this book, in the series, Jared is like the main character that we're following of the 3 siblings. And yeah, it's a really fun time so far. I'm really enjoying it, and even though, you know, I'm only, what's chapter 5? Chapter 5 is page 59, you know, I'm only like 59 pages in. I do feel like we're already starting to get to know the characters quite well. So yeah, I don't know what I was expecting going into it, but I'm very happy with what's going on. I finished the book. It was really good. I haven't decided on a rating yet. It's either going to get like 4, 4.5 stars, one of those. I really enjoyed it. It was so cool and like so interesting to read. Not much happened in it, but everything there is led to a nice conclusion. But it kind of felt more like there was a very small beginning that was basically just the introduction to the 3 main characters, and then there wasn't really like beginning, middle, end. It was very much just like introduction, storyline, conclusion ish. So it had a bit of a different setup, but I really enjoyed it. It was really good. I think if you're a child, you'd absolutely love these. Like, reading this, I was definitely like, oh, I wish I would have read this when I was younger. But even so, as an adult, I still had a really good time with it, and I'm still really glad I read it. So yeah, really good. I would definitely recommend. And obviously this is only book 1, and we've got 4 more books in this series to go. And I don't think this is a spoilery thing to say, but essentially like this book is like just the beginning of learning things and what's going on. So yeah, I think I am probably going to pick up book 2. Book 2 is called The Seeing Stone. I'm not going to read the back of it because I don't want to give away any potential spoilers for book 1, but we are just following the 3 siblings again and on another adventure. So yeah, I'm going to pick this up for now. I think if I do manage to finish this one, I'll pick something different up. Like, I don't want to just keep reading these all at once, but for now I am going to pick this one up and I'm really excited about it. So yeah, let's get reading. Also, I should probably mention the time. It's currently 8:15. I only have a few hours really of like reading time left, but it took me quite a long time after I'd ate to like pick the book back up again and not just like dawdle and watch more TV. But yeah, I'm excited to start reading this, so let's give it a go. Okay, that was really great. I really enjoyed it. I don't think it was quite as good as book 1, but it was still a really good time and a really fun read. So I think I'm also going to give it 4 stars. That just kind of makes sense to me as like for the enjoyment level, how good it was, and the age it's meant to be targeted at. Like 4 stars from me. Yeah, great. We followed on. I think it had been a few weeks since the end of book 1, and it basically just picked up and went on another adventure, and it was really great. There's a lot of different characters and different creatures to figure out and decide what they are and how to interact with them and stuff, and yeah, it's just a really good time. So once again, 4 stars. So now I need to figure out if I can even read anything else. So it is currently 9:45, so I've got just over an hour, and to be honest, I'm not sure what I can read in that time. I was thinking of maybe just picking up the 3rd book in the series, which is called Lucinda's Secret, because these are definitely like the fastest books that I've found to read. But this one is a little bit longer than the others. I don't know whether to just give it a go and try with it or what. I'm thinking this is my best bet because the other books I'm not going to get finished within the 24 hours. Like at 11 o'clock I'm proper tired because I didn't get that much sleep and all I've done all day is read. So I am really quite tired. So I don't want to spend too long extra reading. So I'm thinking maybe read this one, even if it takes a little bit of extra time, like that is okay. But I think definitely tonight I'll get this one finished. And I'm really enjoying these books. They're a really fun time. So yeah, book 3 is Lucinda's Secret. You learn very early on in book 1 that Lucinda is the aunt that the house belongs to, that they've moved into. But like we haven't met her or anything. Yeah, it looks like book 3 will just be another adventure. Again, I'm not going to read the back just because spoilers, like it is book 3 of the series. But yeah, it looks like we're going to get another adventure. And I'm guessing we're going to find out something about the aunt. So yeah, we'll give it a read, give it a go. Okay, so I've just finished book 3. I thought I'd stay here to film because just look how cute he's being. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. I thought it was really good. I think again it's going to get 4 stars. It was good. It was another adventure. It was just as gripping, just as interesting. We met more new characters and there's still like a slight story going on where it's like carrying on from book to book, but it's like very slight and very small, like it's not really super important. But yeah, I really enjoyed it and I thought it was really good. So yeah, I'm gonna give it 4 stars. It is now about 11:30, so I've gone half an hour over the 24 hours, but I'm gonna class it because I took quite a few breaks and obviously like, and I slept for like 8 hours. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it here. I'll probably check in tomorrow with a full wrap up of all the books, what I thought, feelings and like statistics of how many pages I actually read and what that equates to, because obviously I've read 5 books during this, but they have all been very short, so it won't actually be that much. But yeah, I'll check in tomorrow. Okay, so I've just finished editing the video up until this point and I thought I should actually probably come and sit down and like talk about the books, which is what I said I was going to do. So I read 5 books, which is really amazing and I'm really happy with that. I think it is like genuinely like a good amount. However, statistics wise and looking at pages and all that, I actually didn't read a lot and this is completely on me, but yeah, let's talk about it. So in total I read 554 pages in the 24 hours, which isn't bad by any means, but I know it's less than what I can do. I know it's less than what I would have done if I hadn't have spent like a couple of extra hours in bed and a couple of extra hours watching TV. Like I know I could have read probably another book, which I mean it's fine. It was cozy, there was meant to be no stress, no worry, which there wasn't, so I'm happy with what I read. But I did just want to kind of say like I could have read more and maybe I should have prioritised reading and actually read more. Because over the 24 hours, if I was reading all of those 24 hours, that would only equate to 23 pages an hour, which is obviously like less than what I do. I reckon I normally read about a page a minute, a page every minute and a half, which would mean between like 45 and 60 pages an hour. So yeah, that's kind of what it should have been, but that's okay. Obviously there's a different number as well. I reckon I slept for about 8 hours, so 24 hours minus the 8 hours I slept is 16 hours of actual like I'm awake and I should be reading during that time. And if I do the 554 total pages divided by 16, that is 34.63 pages, so like essentially 35 pages an hour, which is still less than what I'd like, but it's not bad and you know it was okay. I had fun. I read 5 books that overall I found interesting, I found good. The only one that I wasn't as keen on I read as an audiobook anyway, so like the time that I needed to read it was like used successfully. So yeah, I'm really happy with that and I had a really good time reading. I can't remember off the top of my head the star ratings, but I think it was something like 3 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars, 4 stars, 4 stars. So I'd call that pretty successful in 24 hours to have had such a good reading time. So yeah, I do really hope that you enjoyed the video. Please do give it a like if you liked it. Subscribe down below if you'd like to see more content like this. And hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye!